Zephaniah chapter 3. Downfall of disobedient Jerusalem. Oi, the oppressive city, filthy and defiled. She did not obey, she took no correction, she did not trust in Adonai. She did not draw near to her God. Her princes within her are roaring lions, her judges are wolves on the right. Her judges are wolves on the right, leaving nothing but bones for mourning. Her prophets are reckless, treacherous men. Her Kohanim have profaned what is holy. They do violence to Torah. Adonai is righteous in her midst. He will do no injustice. Morning by morning he brings his justice to light. He does not fail, yet the unjust knows no shame. I have cut off nations. Their towers have become desolate. I have destroyed their streets with no one passing by. Their cities are laid waste with none living there. I said, surely you will fear me. You will accept correction, so her dwelling place would not be cut off. All that I appointed against her. But they arose early and made all their deeds corrupt. Therefore wait for me, declares Adonai, for the day when I rise up for plunder. For my decision is to assemble nations, to gather kingdoms, to pour out my fury upon them, all my burning anger. For in the fire of my wrath all the earth will be consumed. The future restoration of Israel's remnant. For then I will restore to the people pure speech, so that all of them may call upon the name of Adonai and serve him shoulder to shoulder. From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my worshippers, the daughters of my scattered ones, will bring my offering. On that day you will not be ashamed because of all your deeds by which you rebelled against me. For then I will remove from your midst your proud, arrogant ones, and you will never again be haughty on my holy mountain. But I will leave among you a people meek and humble. They will take refuge in the name of Adonai. The remnant of Israel will do no injustice, nor will they tell lies, nor will a deceitful tongue be found in their mouths. For they will graze and lie down, and no one will make them afraid. Sing aloud, O daughter of Zion. Shout in triumph, O Israel. Rejoice and exult wholeheartedly, O daughter of Jerusalem. Adonai has taken away your punishments. He has turned back your adversary, the king of Israel. Adonai is in your midst. Never again will you fear harm. On that day it will be said to Jerusalem, have no fear, O Zion. Do not let your hands fall limp. Adonai your God is in your midst, a mighty Savior. He will delight over you with joy. He will quiet you with his love. We will dance for joy over you with singing. I will gather those among you who grieve over your Moadim. It is a burden of shame on you. Behold, at that time I will deal with you, with all who oppress you. I will save the lame and gather the outcast. I will make them a praise and a name throughout all the land where they suffered shame. At that time I will bring you in. At that time I will gather you, for I will give you renown and glory among the peoples of the earth when I restore your captives before your eyes, declares Adonai. Haggai chapter 1. A call to build the house of Adonai. In the 2nd year of King Darius, in the 6th month, and the 1st day of the month, the word of Adonai through Haggai, the prophet, to Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, son of Jehozadak, Kohen Gadol. Thus says Adonai Zavat, the people say the time has not come, the time for the house of Adonai to be rebuilt. Then the word of Adonai came through Haggai the prophet. It is a time for you yourselves to dwell in your panel houses while the house lies in ruins. But now, thus says Adonai Zavat, set your heart on your ways. You sowed much, but bring in little. You eat, but are never satisfied. You drink, but not enough to get filled. You put on clothes, but no one is warm. And whoever earns wages works for a bag full of holes. Thus says Adonai Zavat, set your heart in your ways. Go up to the hills, bring wood, and build the house. Then I will delight in it, and I will be glorified, says Adonai. You have looked for much, but indeed there is little. What you have brought home I have blown away. Why is this? It is a declaration of Adonai Zavat. Because my house lies in ruins, while you are running to each to his own house. Therefore, because of you, the skies withheld dew, and the earth was withheld its yield. For I have called for drought on the land, the hills and the grain, on the new wine, the oil, on what the ground brings forth, on mankind and beast, as well as all labor of hands. And Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, and Joshua, son of Jehozadak, Kohen Gadol, and all the remnant of the people heeded the voice of Adonai their God, and the words of Haggai the prophet, since Adonai their God has sent him. So the people revered Adonai. Then Haggai, the messenger of Adonai, spoke to the message of Adonai. I am with you. It is a declaration of Adonai. Then Adonai stirred the spirit of Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua, son of Jehozadak, Kohen Gadol, and the spirit of all the remnant of the people, and they came and did work on the house of Adonai Zavat their God, on the 24th day of the 6th month in the 2nd year of King Darius. Haggai chapter 2. glory of this latter house. On the 21st day of the 7th month, the word of Adonai came through Haggai the prophet. Speak now to Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, son of Jehozadak, Cohen Gadol, and to the remnant of the people who remain among you, who saw the house in its former glory. So how do you see it now? Does it not seem as nothing in comparison in your eyes? But now Zerubbabel, Chazak, is a declaration of Adonai, and be strong, Joshua, son of Jehozadak, Cohen Gadol, and all the people of the land. Chazak, it is a declaration of Adonai, and work for I am with you. It is a declaration of Adonai, Zavat, according to the word I covenanted with you when you came out of Egypt. My Ruach is standing in your midst. Do not fear, for thus says Adonai Zavat. In just a little while I will shake the heavens and the earth, the sea and the dry land, and I will shake all the nations. The treasures of all the nations will come, and I will fill this house with glory, says Adonai Zavat. The student is mine, and the gold is mine. It is a declaration of Adonai Zavat. The glory of this latter house will be greater than the former, says Adonai Zavat. In this place I will grant shalom. It is a declaration of Adonai Zavat. Adonai's promise to Zerubbabel. On the 24th day of the 9th month in the 2nd year of Darius, the word of Adonai came to Haggai the prophet. Thus says Adonai Zavat. Ask now the Kohanim for a ruling. If a person carries consecrated meat in the corner of his garment, and with his corner he touches the bread, stew, wine, oil, or any food, will it become holy too? And the Kohanim answered and said, No. So Haggai said, if one who is unclean by contact with a corpse touches any of these, does it become unclean? The Kohanim answered and said, It does become unclean. It does become unclean. Then Haggai answered and said, So it is with this people. So is the nation before me. It is a declaration of Adonai, and so is every work of their hands. What they were offering there was unclean. But now set your heart back from this day onward, before stone was set upon stone in the temple of Adonai. How were things? When one came to a grain heap of 20 measures, there were 10. When one came to the wine vat to draw 50 measures, there were 20. I struck you with blight and with mildew and with hail, every work of your hands, so you were nothing to me. It is a declaration of Adonai. Now set your heart back from this day on, from the 24th day of the 9th month, since the day of the temple of Adonai was founded. Set your heart. Is there still seed in the storehouse? Also the vine, the fig tree, the pomegranate, and the olive tree, are they still bearing fruit? From this day on I am going to bless you. Then the word of Adonai came a second time to Haggai on the 24th day of the month. Say to Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, I am going to shake the heavens and the earth, and I will overturn the throne of kingdoms and destroy the strength of the kingdoms and the nations. I will overturn the chariot and its rider, so horses and their riders will fall, each by the sword of his brother. On that day it is a declaration of Adonai Zavat. I will take you, Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, my servant, and it is a declaration of Adonai. And I will set you like a signet ring, for I have chosen you. It is a declaration of Adonai Zavat. Zechariah chapter 1. Return to the land. In the 8th month in the 2nd year of Darius, the word of Adonai came to the prophet Zechariah, son of Berechiah, son of Iddo, saying, Adonai has been furious with your fathers. Therefore tell them, thus says Adonai Zavat, return to me. It is a declaration of Adonai Zavat, and I will return to you, says Adonai Zavat. Do not be like your fathers, who the former prophets cried out, saying, Adonai Zavat, turn back now from your evil ways and from your evil deeds, but they did not listen or pay attention to me. It is a declaration of Adonai. Your fathers, where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? But my words and my decrees, which I commanded my servants, the prophets, did they not overtake your fathers? Then they repented and said, as he determined, Adonai Zavat has dealt with us according to our ways and our deeds among the myrtle trees. On the 24th day of the 11th month, which is the month of Shevat, in the 2nd year of Darius, the word of Adonai came to the prophet Zechariah, son of Berechiah, son of Iddo, saying, in the night I saw, and behold, a man riding upon a red horse was standing among the myrtle trees that were in the ravine. Behind him were red, sorrel, and white horses. Then I said, what are these, my lord? Now the angel speaking with me said to me, I will show you what these are. Then the man standing among the myrtle trees answered and said, these are the ones Adonai has sent to walk back and forth throughout the earth. They answered the angel of Adonai, who stood among the myrtle trees, saying, we have walked throughout the earth, and behold, all the earth sits quietly and is still. And the angel of Adonai answered and said, Adonai Zavat, how long will you withhold compassion on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, with whom you have been angry for 70 years? Adonai answered the angel who was speaking to me pleasant, comforting words. And the angel speaking to me said, crying out, thus says Adonai Zavat, I am exceedingly zealous for Jerusalem and for Zion, and I am infuriated with the haughty nations. I was a little angry with them, but they further their own calamity. Therefore, thus says Adonai, I will return to Jerusalem with compassion. My house will be built there, declares Adonai Zavat, and a measuring line will be outstretched out over Jerusalem. Again cry out, saying, thus says Adonai Zavat, my cities will again overflow with prosperity, and Adonai will again comfort Zion and will again choose Jerusalem. Zechariah chapter 2, 4 horns and 4 craftsmen. Then I lifted up my eyes, behold, I saw 4 horns. I said to the angel speaking with me, what are these? He said to me, these are the horns that have scattered Judah, Jerusalem, Israel, and Jerusalem. Then Adonai showed me 4 craftsmen. I asked, what are these coming to do? He answered, these are the horns that scattered Judah, so that no one could raise his head. But the craftsmen have come to frighten them, to cast down the horns of the nations that have lifted up their horn against the land of Judah, to scatter it. Measuring Jerusalem. I lifted up my eyes, and behold, I saw a man with a measuring line in his hand. I asked, where are you going? He answered me, to measure Jerusalem, to see how wide and how long it is. Then behold, the angel speaking with me left, and another angel went out to meet him, saying to him, run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem will be inhabited as a village without walls, because of the great number of men and livestock in it. For I, it is a declaration of Adonai, will be a wall of fire around it, and I will be the glory inside it. Oi, oi, flee from the land of the north. It is a declaration of Adonai, because I scattered you like the 4 winds of heaven. It is a declaration of Adonai. Oi, Zion, escape, you who are living with the daughter of Babylon. For thus says Adonai Zephaniah, he has sent me after the glory to the nations and plundered you, because whoever touches you touches the apple of his eye. For behold, I will shake my hand against them, and they will be plundered to their servants. Then you will know that Adonai Zavat has sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for behold, I am coming, and I will live among you. It is a declaration of Adonai. In that day many nations will join themselves to Adonai, and they will be my people, and I will dwell among you. Then you will know that Adonai Zavat has sent me to you. Adonai will inherit Judah as his portion in the Holy Land, and will once again choose Jerusalem. Be silent before Adonai, all flesh, for he has aroused himself from his holy dwelling.